Super Eaglets! Let's go, Super No, I messed that song up. But Nigeria did not mess their first game of the U17 World Cup up. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. In what was they left it late, guys. They left it way too late. A 4-2 victory over Hungary in what is Nigeria's best competition, always producing some of the best youth, always producing some of the best youth teams, some of the best youth talent, and this game was no different. Samson Tijani, I don't know what to say about him. Samson Tijani was actually very, very good for what you would consider in sort of a hybrid midfielder slash defender. He was fantastic, as well as Adeniyi. I can't say these names, guys. Adeniyi, I think is how you say. I think that's how you specifically say it. And then Ibrahim, obviously, Nigeria getting 4 goals, 3 of them in a span of about 7 minutes. And for the longest part of this game, I'm not gonna lie to you, I would have been so mad had Nigeria lost. Nigeria deserved this victory to kick off the sort of U17 World Cup. Obviously, being the most successful U17 sort of youth program, or at least the most successful at the U17 World Cup, it puts a big target on your back. And with Nigeria having won 5 competitions, and Brazil, the host, having won 2, there was a huge sort of atmosphere surrounding this contest specifically. But Nigeria actually did amazing in the second half to get back into it. They deserved, in my opinion, what was the win in the first place. Had they ended with a draw, which is what I thought was going to happen after the second goal, I would have been happy. I mean, Nigeria, if we take a look at the stats, Nigeria 22 shots, 11 of those on target compared to Hungary, who these numbers are a little bit triggering. 5 shots, 2 on target in total. Nigeria actually had 60% of the total possession, which is what you'd expect from the 4-2-3-1. That it was like a 4-2-3-1 hybrid. They started in a 4-3-3. They went to a bit of a 4-2-3-1, and they could have molded a bit more. And I honestly thought that maybe, just maybe, Nigeria were gonna have some ineffectiveness. The attackers were not all that great, I feel like, in this game. Tijani picked up a lot of slack, it feels like, from that attack, and that was a really good thing because the Super Eaglets needed it. They needed it desperately when it came down to it. And I thought, with about 15 minutes remaining, Nigeria were knocking on the door. A couple of shots off the post as well, 2 shots off the post as well, were kind of helpful, I guess, in that essence, to at least in my psyche, for me to think, okay, so if Nigeria can somehow find a way to maybe tuck one of these unlucky chances in, they're able to tie this game back up. And actually, fair play to Hungary in this game. This is one of their first, actually this is not the first time, but it's the first time since the inaugural U17 World Cup, back when it was still the U16 World Cup, that Hungary have gotten to play Nigeria, and that Hungary have actually been able to compete in this tournament. So it was kind of weird to see a 2019 version and a 1985 version of a matchup come back to life. But in that sense, Hungary, fair play. I mean, 2 shots on target, 2 goals is what you consider some fantastic efficiency. They relinquished a lot of possession, but were actually very technically sound. This Hungary team, they don't remind me a lot of Romania, but they remind me a lot of Ukraine in the U19 World Cup just this past summer, where Ukraine were actually magnificent on the counterattack. And of all of the teams to win that, I don't think many would have expected Ukraine to be that squad, and they did fantastic in that tournament, finding a way to win against what was all of the odds. They beat the US team, they beat Ecuador, they beat Mexico, they beat a ton of teams on the way to the tournament. Now, obviously Hungary didn't get the exact start that they wanted in the tournament, losing 4-2 to Nigeria, who are still considered one of the favorites to win it. But like I talked about in my Canada-Brazil video, that there is still a lot to be, proud about from this Hungary team. They played fantastic on the counterattack. They played really good 1-2s when they got in front of goal, and they took advantage of their high percentage opportunities. Now, I don't know if you guys know a lot about the expected goal statistic, but there's a expected goal statistic based on Understat or Opta, where essentially, it's what you would expect from certain players to make on certain opportunities. So if, let's say it's a shot inside the 6-yard box, you're expected to make that about 75% of the time, whereas a shot from 25 to 30 yards, unless your name is Cristiano Ronaldo, Hulk, or Lionel Messi. I don't know why I'm throwing Hulk in that, but unless you're one of those players, you're not expected to make it as much. But in this game, the game actually had it rated at 3.1 compared to 1.8. So the Hungary pretty much, two goals is what was expected from them. They were expected to hold Nigeria to 3. With Nigeria getting double-digit shots on target, it kind of skews the numbers a little bit. But I think Hungary did a really, really good job defensively. They played a lot of good blocks. And I think, honestly, Komaromi was very, very good, I think, in this contest. A goal added to what he was able to do for Hungary was actually very, very beneficial. I think he would probably be up there in my man of the match. Probably if Tijani didn't get that second goal, I probably would have said Komaromi for Hungary maybe deserved a bit of the man of the match recognition. But I give full props to Hungary in this game for keeping Nigeria honest, making them play hard, and 79th minute, 81st minute, 85th minute, finding a way. Nigeria scored 3 goals. The Super Eaglets scored 3 goals in a span of about 6 or 7 minutes to give themselves all 3 points against Hungary, and they move forward in the group with a big 2-goal cushion and 3 points. But obviously, you guys gotta let me know your thoughts from the U17 World Cup. It's a tournament that's actually in my time zone, so I kind of appreciate being able to bring you guys what would be late videos for you, but around afternoon videos for me. So if you guys would like to see more of these, whether it's in the morning after, or you guys like these types of videos where we just bring them to you right after the game is over, you guys will let me know that down in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching, and peace.